It's March 26th, 6:35 in the morning. I get scared someone's watching me. Okay. I'm kind of scared of talking because it's in the neighborhood. So I'm just gonna talk quieter, but it's gonna be the same thing, okay? Oh, what is that? Is that just... I don't know what that is. Seemed like something from outer space or something. Anyways, okay. No, I haven't been consistent. I know I've been yapping about consistency, but not doing it. Ooh. Anyways, I'm out here because I forgot how to talk. Like, I literally forgot how to speak to people. And I don't know, just like, ooh, we just like need this practice all the time. Anyways, but I forgot how to speak to people. I was at lunch yesterday with my friend, literally my friend. But it was just like, it was mostly just us two. Some people we knew like, but didn't really know. And then like the rest of our friends were they were on the other side. But like, I was talking to her, and she's literally my friend. And every time she'd say something, I don't know, my voice was just so monotone, and I like wasn't excited at all. That's why I'm out here. And that's why I gotta keep coming out here. I gotta keep working on it. I feel like there's just always something I can work on. Okay, now that that's done, I can like yap. Okay, yesterday, I feel like you might not be able to hear me. Like, I'm gonna rewatch this one day when I'm old, and I'm gonna be like having to turn it up. But yesterday, I was practicing tennis, and they were doing like a lot of receiving practice, and I was actually receiving some balls. And we did one practice where we have a partner, and like one person serves and the other person tries to receive their serve. But anyways, my partner was struggling, but that's okay. They're left-handed, so, and the coach is kind of, I don't know, I feel like the coach should have done more to help them. But anyways, at the end of practice, when we're picking up all the tennis balls, which by the way is the worst part of tennis, is after like all the balls are everywhere, they're like, okay guys, clean them up, and you gotta like squat a billion times to pick up all the balls. But after tennis, okay, I was like picking up some balls, and my coach says to me, like, how do you feel about playing for varsity? I was like, what? Like, what? I thought Caitlin was supposed to be for that. Anyway, she basically, I think she had an orthodontist appointment, and today there is a game for varsity, but they need like 2 girls from the JV team. They chose me. I was like, what? I was like, I don't know. I just feel kind of honored that they would even consider me. Because at the beginning, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on varsity and all this. And then I was like, oh, this is actually kind of hard. But today I'm gonna play for varsity I'm gonna play against varsity girls. I haven't even won a match yet. But it's whatever, I guess. Okay. Numero dos thing I've been thinking about is I was listening. Okay, I could yesterday turn my alarm off with the day before yesterday. I had the intention to get up and go on a walk and like do this, but I literally slept. I wake up at 6 and I slept till like 6:45, but I wasn't even sleeping. I was just lying there. But today I decided things have to change. And so right after I got up, I like laid down for 5 minutes, and I was like, no, we can't be doing this. So I got my headphones and I just put on like a happy playlist from YouTube. You know what I mean? It has like all those old songs that you heard in like elementary school. That keeps you up. That definitely keeps you up. So that worked. but it had like these 3 girls on it, and I was just thinking about how I'm gonna like graduate soon, and I think it's finally hitting me now that they're like, the teachers are beginning to talk about it more. They're like, okay, you got your AP test and then your graduation, and everyone's like kind of mentally preparing for the graduation, mentally preparing. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sad because all my friends, I think I literally just need to learn how to initiate stuff, because I always want to hang out with them, but I'm never like, hey, let's do this. And now I have a car, so I can actually say, let's do this, and I know I can be there. Okay, another thing is that like walking in the morning this early, I forgot how it is. But the thing I love the most is it's all quiet in the house. You're just putting the dog on the leash and you're just getting your shoes on. But then you step outside and all you hear are just birds chirping. And it's like, it was actually so loud. Like now I still hear the birds chirping, but when I opened that door, it was like, whoa, like we're outside. I think they're just like up in the morning. And then when everyone kind of comes out, they probably quiet down. It reminds me of this book I'm reading for AP Lit, Kafka on the Shore. And basically the chapter, I had to read till chapter 17 yesterday. That took me like 2 hours, but it's a good book. He's in the middle of the woods and he's like going into the forest, but his like friend, I guess, his friend is like, don't go far into the woods. Like if you go into the woods, you better like make sure that cabin's in sight. But he goes into the woods because he sees this little trail and he wants to explore. He's just following the trail, like kind of looking down, and then he turns around and he's like I don't know where I am. I was like, oh, I thought he was gonna be lost, but he just follows this like little trail back. But it's hard to explain, but he was talking about like how the forest trees are so much different than the city trees, because like the city trees are very tame, but the forest trees, they can just like grow as much as they want. And it's like he's talking about the trees and the stars, and they're like just all watching it. They're watching every move you do, and it feels like they're like living and breathing, and they like come alive and they die. He was talking about the fire also. But that's what, like when I walked outside in the birds, I immediately thought of that, because I was just like, whoa, like the intensity of nature. And I think part of it too was nature's so intense, but we don't even, like, we don't know nature because we're just distracted by all our like city things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Graduation. I just wanna like, I want friends. Okay, I already have friends, but I want for all of us to just go outside. I don't know. Every time I hang out with my friends that actually initiate stuff, it's always like playing video games or something. And I don't really do that. But like, I wanna go outside and like skateboard and like with my friends, and maybe like bicycle and play horse or play like Foursquare. Anyways, I gotta learn how to initiate stuff, or else I'm like probably never gonna see my friends again. Bye.